The internet said that you guys wanted to see authenticity. Viewers like authenticity. I like authenticity. So here is an authentic day in my life where things are like on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe a good old 3. So right now I am going to iron this little outfit that I'm going to wear out today. I have some unpleasant things to do today, and then later I might have some pleasant things to do. But while I iron this, I thought, you know what? Let's talk. Let's chit chat. Let me get some water. So a business idea I had last night. This is not going to be like about starting a business really. But this is about a need in the market, I think. Wouldn't it be nice if like you can have the equivalent of a friend who is a therapist that you could call or text, but who was not judgmental like a therapist. Also, off topic, I have owned this little outfit for years. I've only worn it a few times because I hate to iron, and I don't have starch. So I just have to use plain water, and I have steam that I hope will work from this iron. Okay, it's getting hot. All right, I don't iron. This is not my forte, if I'm honest. So, but like, wouldn't it be nice, like, if there was a trusted app where it was like a friendly person who was not like your therapist, but they could just listen to you? God, I need that right now. I need that right now. I am in a part of my life where I wish I had more people to talk to about what I'm going through, what's going on with me. But I also wish that I had more capability within myself to be more vulnerable. But then I have to think about, hey, wait, why have you struggled with vulnerability for basically your whole life? I did not come here to the earth feeling like, hey, don't be vulnerable. Things have happened to me where interactions with other people make me feel like, hey, it's not worth it to be vulnerable. So for me personally, I have experienced interactions with so many people who are super egotistical, so they can't like even listen to another person without taking things personally. And I think that's weird. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I like it less than having to iron this top. But I was thinking about that last night. Like, dang, I wish that this was something that existed, because I think too, for people like me who struggle with vulnerability, that word, who struggle to say it. I swear I just said it a few moments ago. But it would be nice for people who like me, sometimes I just need a short-term bit of assistance. And years ago, I did go to talk therapy. And I swear, if you can afford it and you can find the right therapist, for the love of God, please do it, because it was so helpful. More helpful than this app that I'm describing. But it was expensive, like back then when I was going, it was like, I think $140 per session, so per hour. And right now I cannot afford to do that. If I could, I would not be talking about this on the video. So if this is resonating with you and you would like to share something with me in the comments, I would love to hear from literally anybody else who is feeling how I am feeling. The other thing that's going on with me personally that's not really, the fault of anybody, including myself, is that I'm in the point in my life where a lot of my friends have children. I think it's more of like the kids thing and not like the are you married or not thing. But a lot of my friends have kids who are at a stage in their life where they're like really demanding. So like kids that are in, elementary school or middle school or so. And, in a few years, I will probably have so many options of people to chit chat with. But right now, my options are a little limited. But I am going to chit chat with a friend, have a little drinky drink. Hopefully, I'll get to vlog that. So I will be doing that today. And also on Thursday. So it'll be okay. It'll be okay. I just also am just kind of going through some stuff right now. So a friend that I have had for years that I haven't been in contact with because we had, I don't know, I don't want to put all my business out on the street, but let's just say we had a disagreement in when it comes to like what a friend is. It's a really, really lighthearted way to explain something that was kind of traumatic. But this friend is in the hospital, and this friend is probably actively dying. And having someone that is close to you or that you spent a lot of time with over the years, having them go down the journey of like poor health and stuff, it just brings up a lot of feelings about our relationship, what it was, what it turned into. And unfortunately, this friend is also suffering from a medical condition that is similar to the one that took one of my own family members. So it is a very heavy and honestly really sad time for me right now. And it's a terrible time to also feel alone. But who isn't feeling alone? I mean, people make a lot of money exploiting people who feel alone because there are so many of us who do. And the crazy part is that you can have a bunch of people around you and still feel super alone. Like, and that's worse. Like, I'm so thankful, honestly, that I am, physically alone, but also, like I'm going through that while, how to say what I'm saying? How to say what I'm saying? What I mean to say is that I am very thankful that I don't also have somebody in my house that is unsupportive. Like I would prefer to come home to a peaceful place and, I feel alone, but there's not also somebody there being a butthole to me. Can I say butthole on the internet? So there's that. Is this interesting that I am ironing with just a spray bottle? No one send this to my mother. I think she would be so dismayed that I don't own starch. Okay, this is how my life right now. So yeah. So at least there's that. I don't I don't feel any worse when I come home. I'm just dealing with a general level of despair at this time. But again, who isn't? I remember my grandmother, she used to, and God rest her soul, she didn't mean it in a mean way, but she would say things like, oh, there's always someone out there who has it worse. And I don't personally subscribe to that as being a helpful thing to say, even though I 100% understand where she was coming from. Because if you think about like, oh, you know, somebody out there has it worse than me, what does that do for you? You know, like if you're really sad and you're trying to kind of call in feelings of gratitude, that's the, you know, the point behind that saying, you know, kind of be grateful for the level of misery that you're in because someone else is more miserable. But honestly, does that work? Does that make you feel better? No. No, it doesn't. It doesn't make me feel better to imagine that someone else has it worse than me, because at the end of the day, now we have two people who are doing poorly, right? So I don't say that, but I do try to tell myself like, hey, you know, get up tomorrow. This is what I was telling myself last night as I was thinking about this. I was like, hey, you know what? We're going to get up tomorrow. You have a social event to go to, so now that'll be nice. I'm going to go visit my friend who is in the hospital, and that's going to be terrible. I was there Saturday. It was also terrible then. It's going to be terrible today, most likely. But I'm going to go. It's very important. I feel like, hey, if you know somebody who's in the hospital, it sucks to go to the hospital. And where my friend is located is in a maze, the back 40 of this damn hospital. But I feel like, you know, we ought to be there for people. You got to be there for people as much as you can be. And even when it's hard, try your best to be there for people. But anyway, last night I was telling myself, hey, all right, going to get up tomorrow. Going to do some productive stuff, which I've already done. You're going to try to make yourself look a little nice because, you know, you look a little nice, you feel a little nice. We're going to do that. We're going to get up. And we're going to, you know, We're going to try to make the best of it. We're going to go have a social outing. I'm going to put on some red lipstick. Makes me feel better. You want to just try to find some little ways to just get through the day. And sometimes that's all you can do. So many things are just wildly out of my control. I don't even have any influence over a lot of things, you know, like, not that I can't control a lot of things, but I mean, I don't even have a smidgen, an iota, an atom, a neuroatom, I don't know. I have zero, less than zero influence even over so many things. So what can I do? I can get up. I can share how I'm feeling with other people. Maybe this will help somebody. I can make myself look nice. I can try to have a nice meal. I can try to make somebody laugh. I can try to make somebody else feel good. That's helpful, very helpful. I can get outside. If you're like me, you have a lot of computer work to do. Try to go outside, look at the sun, get a little fresh air. Even small things, like for me, it is fun to go to a new store, like a new grocery store even. It gives my brain a little something new to do. If you have to go to the Circle K and get gas, go to a different Circle K and get gas. Smile at the cashier. Just like, you know, try to find some little things. Some very small things, like smile at a baby. You see a baby hollering, instead of being like, shut up, baby, smile at the baby. I might try to do that today. All right, I have finished ironing this, and it looks good enough. It doesn't look the best. It doesn't look like my mama did it, but it looks good enough. And there we go. So, I don't know. I'll probably vlog the rest of the day too, but I don't know if the video will be too long. So I might just hop off from this one. Let me know what you think about my app idea for somebody to talk to. Could it be free? No, because creepy people would be on there. I don't know how to solve this problem. This is not a problem I can solve in the next few minutes. So let me know what you think. Bye.